Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for each life path number for the month of May 2025. Before we get into the forecast, this is a general reading, so if you would like your own personal numerology reading, where we take a look at your own personal numerology, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. I would love to work with you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look to see what May holds in store. Life path number 4, we're going to be working with the vibration of the 18-9 for May. This can be a really healing energy. It can really give us an opportunity to clear out the clutter and the obstacles in our lives that are holding us back, that are keeping us sort of stuck, especially that stuff that we didn't realize was keeping us stuck, right? So whether it's the patterns or the habits or the particular addictions that we might have that's keeping us kind of in the loop, this energy can help us to kind of see more clearly where that is and where we need to take some, make some modifications and take some appropriate action. Also, where we need to make some decisions. So this can require some making of decisions that's going to, again, help to clear that clutter. This can also be a really great time, as a side note, for like spring cleaning, like cleaning out your attic, cleaning out your closet, cleaning out anywhere that there's clutter in your life, that where things are just taking up space but aren't serving really a purpose. And if anything, are just kind of creating more chaos in your experience. So also, clearing out your desk, right? Throwing away the things that you're just kind of hoarding and they're just taking up space and creating that chaos where there doesn't need to be chaos. Awesome month for that. So definitely take the time to do that if you can. But in that same sort of thread, this is also a great time to clear the clutter of the mind. So those things that, again, the habits, the thought processes, the things that are just kind of that are cluttering up your mind, where you're constantly thinking about it, over analyzing, going down the rabbit hole consistently and repeatedly, and it's not getting you anywhere. This is the time to unpack that. And whether that's through journaling or seeking out therapy or getting assistance in some way to help you clear that clutter, awesome month for that. And that can really open you up to new opportunities, a new fresh way of seeing things. So fresh perspectives can feel really liberating in a lot of ways. So very, very healing energy. This is also a time where I would say to kind of try to slow down a little bit. If things have felt really hectic, or you've been working really hard, or you've been burning the candle at both ends, you've got to take the initiative to schedule in time for rest and relaxation and rejuvenation. That's going to be really important. And, there's so much truth to the idea that if we don't slow down, right? Like when our body's asking us to slow down, if we don't slow down, our body will slow us down, whether we get sick or whether there's some kind of physical ailment. So this is a month where you want to take the invitation and really just slow things down, especially where things have felt really hectic. And again, use that time to clear the clutter, to feel, you'll feel so much better. You'll feel so much better. So this is such an opportunity to do that. And 4s really do struggle with this sometimes, like slowing down, because it's such an ambitious energy usually. And it's a very like solution focused energy and like goal driven. So, it can feel like we're constantly striving and constantly like moving towards the next goal or trying to achieve the goal we're currently on. And it can just, 4s are definitely the workaholics, the ones who can burn out really, really, really hard in this lifetime. And so you've just got to make sure that you are taking the time to slow down when the opportunities present. And even if they don't present, you're going to have to carve that out of your schedule to give yourself that self-care. Definitely this month, pay attention to what your body needs. If your body is craving movement, then give it movement. If it's craving healthier food, then give it healthier food. If it needs more sleep, find ways to give yourself, more time for relaxation and rest and sleep. So really this month, tune into yourself and listen to what your body is asking for and give your body that, because you will be so grateful that you did. It's the same thing with clearing the clutter, right? I don't know if you all have experienced this, but it's like when you clean out let's just say your closet and get rid of the junk that you haven't been, well, it's not junk, but the stuff that you're no longer using or haven't used in 10 years or whatever, why are you holding on to it? So move through that thought process and release it, let go of it. And in that release, man, that can feel so freeing. And then when you have this nice clean closet and it's only, full of things that you do use and that are serving a purpose, that feels really good. It doesn't feel as chaotic and as claustrophobic. So it can be a great time for that. You could find that this is a time where you have really vivid dreams. And I would say pay attention to how that comes in for you, right? Like your body can be speaking to you through your dreams and asking for what it needs through your dreams, because sometimes that's the only time that our intuition can reach us. So pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to what keeps coming up for you, pay attention to your daydreams as well. Where does your mind keep going? Because a lot of times, where our mind goes when we're stuck in a daydream is like the next step. It's the next goal. It's like the direction we want to be moving in. And it might feel like we're not ready for it, but that's why we sort of make the decision to start making the decisions that will help to move us in that direction. So pay attention to your dreams, night dreams, daydreams, and all of the above. And also, this can be a time where your imagination is running wild as well. And I would say write down some of these ideas that are coming in for you at this time. This is a very fertile, very spiritual period, this cycle. So pay attention to, if your imagination is running wild, if you're feeling inspired, if you have new ideas coming in, write them down. You might not know what you want to do with them just yet, and that's okay. But just write them down, because there could be something that you want to elaborate on or be curious about in the future around those ideas or inspirations. Great time for new plans, new ideas. This is a great time to not necessarily start a new project, because it's hard in a 9 cycle, to start something without having to revisit it and clean it up. So this is more of a time for clearing the clutter, tying up loose ends, finishing projects, getting things off of your plate. But with all these new ideas that could be coming in for you this month, write them down, start the planning process. This is an awesome month for planning, for getting your strategy and figuring out next steps, or, getting your calling in your people to help you with whatever this is. And, when you get that when the ideas come in and you start to formulate that plan, you'll start to see your ideas take off. And I would say probably June for 4s is going to be really significant in really initiating those plans and taking off. So you'll likely see things really pick up a lot, the pace pick up a lot more come June. So if you can, use May for the softer time. This is more of a receptive period, a time for kind of sitting back, seeing what presents to you, taking your time to formulate a strategy for how you want to implement these plans or these ideas, new projects, etc. You could definitely see some new projects coming in at this time, some new opportunities, some new relationships could be coming in at this time as well. I would just say don't be too overly impulsive with anything this month. Just take your time. So if it's a new relationship that comes in for you this month, because 9 energy can be very soulmate type of energy, just take your time. Just take your time. Don't be too impulsive. Just take your time. The other thing I would say here is when it comes to signing documents, or again, starting something new, just do your due diligence. Just be careful. No, I don't want to say be careful, but just do your due diligence. Don't rush into anything this month. Again, this is not the best time for new initiations or new starts, unless it's something that's already been in progress. Then it's a great time. But if it's something that is fresh and new, just take your time, do your due diligence. And if you can kind of use this time to formulate the strategy, then come June, I think you're going to be really pleased with how things start to take off. I pulled an animal wisdom message for you, and you got rabbit energy. And this is interesting because it's kind of like the picture that's on the card is like a snow rabbit, and so or snow hare, and their coat changes colors with the seasons. So in the winter they have a white coat, and the summer and in the other seasons they have a brown coat to kind of obviously be camouflaged and to fit into their surroundings. So there's definitely an energy here with rabbit energy coming in around adaptability. So you want to adapt to the new landscape, the new setting that may be coming in for you from finishing up these projects, or again, taking time for rest, even when it feels uncomfortable, for, clearing out the clutter and kind of opening yourself up to new opportunities, et cetera, et cetera. So there's definitely something here about, same thing with like the seasons changing. There's a release and an incoming. Like there's a release and an incoming, and so it's cyclical, and things are transient, right? They come in and they leave type thing. And so there could be some of that this month because again, the 18-9 is a very healing period. So there could be some release, and you kind of need to move through the emotions around that. But there could likely be something else that enters quite quickly. And if not this month, then it will likely enter next month in June. So just, again, be patient, take your time, be adaptable. And I think you'll be able to move with this energy really well. You have an awesome opportunity this month to get organized. And I'm not really concerned about that. I think 4s are usually generally pretty organized, but this is an awesome energy to just get things in order, to tie up those loose ends, to stop procrastinating, to see it through to completion, and just prepare yourself for the next thing that wants to come in for you. So, all right. Hope it's a great one. Take care. Bye for now.